And the other is what Catherine is going to say to you all.
Wait, don't we know what I saw when I died?
Yeah, but I didn't want to stop and do a 10-minute thing in the middle of a fight.
Oh, it was 10 minutes. Okay.
So we can
My
start with
leveling
we can
points are
start with that
ridiculous.
as you guys are working on leveling up. Joel, Kreth.
Yeah.
This is a couple of minutes ago in the game. You have just fallen to, I believe you were taken out by, you were surrounded on both sides by two invisible stalkers, and it was too much. And you find yourself floating in the realm between life and death. It is not like waking up, appearing in this realm. It is instant. It is straight from unconsciousness to consciousness. There is no grogginess. There is not even, you don't even open your eyes. Because you don't have a mortal body to have eyes to open. You are floating in a vast chamber. Below you is almost like a sheet of glass, though impossibly large, like acting as a floor. You see the material world and some other realms attached to it. It's strange in this place. It's not like a physical object or like world. Instead, it's like this mesh that you can sense. You can sense the physical plane, the places that you have been far below on the land of the living.
Do I have two buttons in front of me? One that says respawn, the other says quit the title?
No, you don't. But as you look around, you also see there are dozens, maybe hundreds, maybe even thousands of people. It goes off into the horizon. There are souls, thousands of them. And you see they're all floating around. Some appear, some almost immediately disappear. And they appear, and then they rise, and then they hit this ceiling that is of this pure black shadow. Not quite the sinister, bluish, sickly shadow of the creatures that you were fighting, but like a pure blackness of like pitch dark night or the deepest of caves. Ah! Hello. This voice sounds like it's coming from right next to you.
Where am I?
I
really do not have the voice today. I'll figure it out.
You are in the land between life and death. Between me and the material world.
Who are you?
You turn to see this shadow. Not this shadow, but this curtain of blackness. It's actually meshed into the ceiling, almost like the ceiling, this great horizon of darkness, is the creature. You immediately recognize this is some sort of god. In fact, make a religion check.
I wonder if I'm good at that.
I guess we'll see.
No.
Go on. Guess.
Death.
You are correct, Kreth. My ranger friend. I am...
Kreth folded his arms, by the way. His arms have to be folded.
They're ghostly. You don't even quite form hands. It's strange. You're more of like a shapeless mass. Though you can...
I can't just do my natural position.
You can actually. You can form hands from your shapeless mass as you will it.
I'm totally doing that.
So, about time we meet, but I suppose I can say this about everyone. You see, all those who die, I know. I know your life. I know your past. It is really a shame. Dying to... invisible stalkers. Servants of Tareth, no less. Wonder how he's doing these days. That's a joke, by the way. He's not doing well. But his brother... he's dead. As Death talks, it feels like he's maybe a couple inches away, like uncomfortably close to your vision. But as you put like your hands forward, it's almost like this strange illusion.
Oh, I don't. They stay crossed.
Yeah, your arms crossed should pass into where Death is, but it doesn't. It's like he is making up the distant horizon at the same moment that he is inches away from you. Impossibly far and yet dangerously close. Do you have, or rather, do your companions have a bribe I can use?
Would I know or would I think that we have some object?
Probably not. You're not quite sure what he's talking about with that religion check.
Kreth scratches his chin and he says, I don't think so. I really don't know, to be honest.
As Death continues to speak to you, you realize there are thousands of quote-unquote death as this strange creature that it's forming from the dark veil that makes up the ceiling of this place. There are thousands. For every soul that is in this place, this strange limbo, not quite, well, it's not limbo because it's not the world of dreams. It is the space between life and death. Death is talking to everyone at once. Kreth, I am death. As the veil between life and death, life and the afterlife.
Kreth nods.
I am partial to bending the rules every now and then. In its hand, it forms a hand, and then a perfectly cut diamond appears. Like this. A delicious addition to my collection. Looks like that one's going back. Death looks over, and as a soul is, instead of going into death, into the veil, it goes back down to the material plane. They were able to pay the price. And Death sort of sighs and tosses the diamond, and for a moment, you catch a glimpse of this extra-dimensional space where there is a mountain of diamonds and gemstones just stacked on top of each other. And then the portal that Death had opened up disappears. Another one to add. It appears that if you don't have anything, I'm going to have to let you go. You may stay here for as long as you wish, but you're going to have to pass on eventually. I'm messing with you. Do you know, Kreth, that you are marked?
Yeah, I put that together.
By one of my contemporaries. As a marked
Who would that be?
As a marked of Merath, you and your allies gain the advantage that your death has already been paid off. Oh, the amount of diamonds I extracted out of that god before he died. Quite a bit. Now, there is the issue. That's why I'm here talking to you at the moment. He only paid for one per person, you see. Any other returns to the land of the living, you will be charged out of your own pocket.
Kreth asks, how do I buy another one?
Buy another one? You'd have to get one of those. Diamonds. Precious gemstones.
Where can I find those?
The eyes squint at you. You buy them?
For how much?
Kreth, you never were much of a thinker, but you really gotta use that head of yours. Maybe you wouldn't be dead if you had thought about your strategy or positioning or whatever.
Hey, don't blame me for this. It's not my fault. What would you do if two invisible stalkers were surrounding you from both sides?
I would ignore them, but perhaps I'm bad thing to ask. Nothing, no invisible stalker, actually no creature from the land of the living could even harm me. So, as to what I would do to them, I wouldn't need to do anything.
Ah, it's cheating.
It is. Depending on what point of view you're looking at. I have a job, or rather, you could say the fundamental forces of nature had a job that needed doing, and so I exist. Now then, any questions before I send you back into your mortal coil so that you can live out your life and then we can meet again someday?
So, let me get this straight. All of us marked get one extra life?
Yes. As long as the marking completes. Admittedly, that ritual has been interrupted quite a bit over the past couple of centuries. Then you have been already paid for. Each, you and your friends, there's a couple of other allies that you are not aware of yet, all retain the ability to die once, and I will send you back.
Kreth nods.
So, anything else?
Oh, no, I think I'm ready to go back.
No, not even. What are the fundamental? You're not even going to ask a point of life or the fundamental forces of the cosmos.
I
Nothing.
assumed you wouldn't answer any of those questions.
Oh no, I wouldn't. But I love it when people ask those questions, because then I can just make shit up.
Sorry to disappoint.
Ah,
Based?
I am a little busy. Let's see here. And then, like a massive book appears in his hands. He flips through it. Am I missing something? I don't think so. Oh, no, I don't think I can say that. Unfortunately, my current position. Okay, I can say this. There's something you need to know, and you need to acquire the knowledge of it. But I, in my current position, cannot tell you what that is. But if you do not do anything about it, Terath will win his war. And that wouldn't be good for anyone.
Who's that?
The greater god who has been sending the shadow creatures after you?
Oh wait,
The
do I
one
know
who has
this
been
already?
corrupted? Yeah, maybe. It depends
Okay.
on how... Is Kreth on top of things like this?
No, he probably just does jobs for money.
The greater god that has been sending all these creatures after you, the one that has been corrupting all the marked, or most of the marked, all of the marked over the past 100 years or so, give or take. The last of the old guard don't have much long to live. Even their extended lifespans don't go on for much longer. When they pass, and of course go through me, they will not be there to defend the world any longer. And the next generation of marked will be corrupted if you were to not do anything. And then Terath would have free reign. With his brother dead, Terath would regain his strength eventually. Even now he regains it. If you wish for this world to continue, my friend Kreth, you must do something about it. I believe Catherine could tell you more, though. Catherine's a nice child, that. Nice kid. Couple, only 1,000 years old. Quite young for her species.
Kreth nods.
Well, I would wish you luck, but maybe you won't need it. And with that, you begin
Hold on one sec. I'm gonna knock
Yes.
on my door. Give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
Never mind, I was pranked. There was nobody there.
Dang.
Never mind.
And with that, you begin to sink back into the... You feel yourself dropping back into the prime material plane, the world of the living. And you begin sinking, and suddenly you return to your body with vibrant energy, with the final words, the words that you remember being, "You only get one." And with that, we return back to the end of the fight. Catherine, after talking with you a moment, Ray lifts her wings and rainbow light shines on everyone here. And she says, "Having passed the trial, I am evolving your marks. As is decreed, a power given to me by Merath. And you guys all feel the power rushing into you that was being blocked before, and your marks begin to change, to glow, and to improve.
Ooh,
And you guys can level up to level 5.
nice.
On top of that, you can also acquire... You can get 1 uncommon item and 1 common item from the list I gave earlier. Let me know if you have any questions.
Can I have the mind protection ring?
Do we get another
And
item? Is
the-
that like something that happens automatically when we level up?
Yes, no, it doesn't happen when you level up. As succeeding in the trial, as Catherine said at the end of last session, you guys can acquire you guys are shown a set of magical items, and you can choose one of each. 1 uncommon rarity and 1 common rarity.
Okay. And
Was
where
it-
is this list?
Just tell me, it's in the chat if you scroll up.
Quick question, Andrew.
Oh, from game stats.
Andrew,
Wait, that's not it.
Go do
awakened
game
shrub. How useful is that?
Game.
Huh?
The awakened
Which-
shrub. How
which-
useful is that? What can it do?
The Pot of Awakening, the awakened shrub,
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, that's
is not crazy useful, though it is friendly towards you. It's basically an extra familiar, though you won't be able to
Oh.
resummon it with magic.
Like, how many hit points would it have?
10.
Oh, it does actually have 10?
Yep.
Okay.
Where is the list again? I can't find it.
Scroll up
Do you know how to find
in the
chat?
chat.
In which chat?
Oh, in the
Forge.
in-game chat.
Oh, in-game chat. Okay, I was looking in Discord. Oh, okay. It's all. Oh my god, it's just so annoying to scroll through all
Yep.
this.
The last ones are the uncommon items that you have to choose from, and then there's a set of common items you can choose from. All right, Kazi, you are choosing.
I can
the
attack
ring.
twice per action now.
Yes,
Yeah,
the ring.
That's a huge upgrade. All right.
Is this like a level 5 for everyone thing?
Yeah,
attack?
everybody gets level 5. Not everybody gets extra attack. I think it's only you, but the casters all get level 3 spells, which are pretty powerful.
Yes, I get level 3.
Okay.
So level 5 is
Oh, I
a
didn't get anything
huge
else.
power boost for everyone.
Hello?
Yes. What? Somebody was saying something?
I was saying that I get an extra attack as well.
Ah, yeah, paladin get extra attack.
And Andrew, can I have the cloak of protection?
Yep.
When do I unlock more spells?
I can double check your thing. Let me take care of this real quick. Okay, so Kazi is getting the Ring of Mind Shielding. Been added, right? Yep, okay. Ruben is getting the Cloak of Protection.
Is there only one of each item, or...
There is one of each item.
Oh, okay.
First come, first serve.
Hey, Andrew, I have a question.
Yes.
Glyph of Warding. A spell? How does that work?
Let me double check right here. If you need to double check it, because...
Put it in chat.
You put it in chat?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the text on this thing. I know it's complicated.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a
I'm
magical...
more interested.
Basically, it's
I'm
a
more
magical
interested in
trap.
spell glyph.
It's a magical trap. It's
Okay.
permanent, so you set it down. It is permanent until activated. And then you can prepare a spell of level 3 or lower into the glyph, basically. So you can be like, oh yeah, cast Fireball as soon as somebody steps onto the rune, for
move it,
example.
basically. It can't be moved, is that what you're saying?
It cannot be moved at all. So it's like a permanent trap that you place somewhere.
Then I've got a question. Why, how have I heard of people moving them in spell books with a glyph of warding?
That is not rules as written.
Okay, that's Game Master's messing with the rules. Okay. So it's not as cool as I thought it was, but it's still funny.
We're supposed to give. I just got extra attack. Is that a level 5 gives, or is it supposed to be more?
Let me double check your character sheet, but also you can look through the magic items. Double
The
check for Ranger.
Ready, I do have a question about Glyph of Warding. Can it be used to bypass, if say you use like cast haste into the Glyph of Warding?
Yeah.
That wouldn't then require concentration.
No. However, it can't be moved from position.
Targets. Yes, concentration. You do not have to concentrate if you cast it through Glyph of Warding.
Okay.
So it specifically says that towards the bottom of the thing. If the spell requires concentration, it lasts until the end of its full duration.
Yeah. Didn't read that part. Oops.
Yeah, so the ranger,
5
you get
feet.
an extra, Joel, you get an extra casting of, what is it called? You get an extra casting of Hunter's Mark. You also get plus.
Oh,
well,
I
everybody
see. Yeah, I
gets,
got an extra spell slot.
Everybody
I
else
think.
gets +1 to their proficiency bonus. Oh, you get second level spells now. On top of that.
Oh, how do I?
So you can
How do I get
choose
those?
2 second level ranger spells.
How do I find those to add?
Do rangers have every spell prepared? Or let me double check this.
Rangers get 6 spells plus Hunter's Mark.
Oh, so you can add 1 more spell to your list of spells.
Okay. Yeah.
And that can be a second level spell now. And you have 2 second level spell slots.
Hold on, I accidentally made 2 new spells. Okay, where? I can't find. Dang it, I did it again.
We go to spell.
Where the the list of the second tier spells I can add there. It doesn't pop up in my character sheet. It just says second level and there's no spells.
Yep, that's because you have to add 1. Though you can. Let me double check here, because it does. There's a really easy. Where is it? So you. No, wait, no, that was a druid. Whoops. So you can change 1 spell every long rest, but as you are leveling up right now, you can add 1 second level spell, as I said before. I can give you. You have access to the entire list of ranger spells. So let me see if I can pull that up.
Yeah, so I can learn from any second level. It just won't. Yeah, it won't add. It's not added to my character sheet.
You can also add. I can add it for you if you choose one. Also, you could also add a first level spell if you wanted, but I would not recommend that because you have access to second level spells, and so you might as well add a second level. But the way that Ranger works is you can switch out any spell. You can switch out any spell. You can just switch out 1 per long rest. But unlike, for example, Wizard can't do that, so Wizards are stuck with the spells that they choose, and also any spells that they copy from other places.
I can change it on a short rest.
But
I can change it on a short rest.
You only have a certain amount of learned spells as Wizard is 1.
Yeah.
But the Ranger has access to the entire Ranger spell list. Every long rest. They can only choose 1. Let me see. Show players. I will show to Joel. Bam. Do you see what I showed you?
Yeah.
Switch to. There should be a
Okay.
tab for Ranger spell list. Do you see it?
Andrew, can I have that?
There, I found it.
And then go to second level.
Okay, yeah, because all these appeal. Do I have to add them manually as options? Because all those first level spells I can see on my character sheet. Can't see in the second level.
You added them manually.
Okay, that's so annoying.
I would not recommend adding all of them because that would just.
I need to.
Oh my goodness.
I need to see them all.
All right.
I need to have expanded
So-
vision.
Andrew, unfortunately, there is a bunch of stuff from my level up that I have to add manually.
What do you have to add manually? Did it bug out? Oh, Warlock is
Foundry-
a little weird.
Yeah, Foundry wasn't happy that I tried to select the Lessons of the First Moon's origin feat twice. It wouldn't let me do that. And then it also never brought up a menu for selecting the origin feat from that. Because what I did for this particular level up cycle was take Lessons of the First One twice.
Yep, it does say specifically that you can take it twice.
Okay. So I just had to add all that manually.
Oh yeah, and so what you just took, so for your 2 Eldritch Invocations, you just took the License of the Force for Souls ones twice? No, wait.
Yes.
Okay, so you never, okay. I thought you had
If you
already
look at my
had it,
character-
and you were taking it again, but you just
No.
straight up took it 2 in 1 level.
Yeah.
It
I
looks
straight
like
up took
did
it
add
twice,
it
which
to
is-
your Warlock features, though.
I actually had to copy it to get the second one.
Okay.
I copied the Warlock features, and then it added the one later, or it
It's also in other
Somehow-
features, if you scroll to the bottom.
it may have added it automatically in other features. Actually, I have
If you could
magic
remove the
vision
2,
twice.
if you could remove the 2 extra ones.
What, 2 extra ones?
You have 2 extra ones, because you have the ones in your Warlock features, and then you have 2 in your other features.
Oh,
Andrew,
so I
can
get
I
rid
tell
of
you
the-
which items I want?
Yes, you can do that. Yeah, so
I should
probably
if you could just make it so that you only have 2 on your character sheet, that just makes it easier to keep track of.
Yeah. I'll just get rid of the 2 from other features because it's a Warlock feature, technically.
Yep. What do you need, Joel?
Okay, I wanted the boots of false tracks and the cloak of protection. The cloak of protection is solely because I just died.
Unfortunately, Ruben took the Cloak of Protection, but I can give you the False Tracks
damn.
one. I'll grab you that
Alright,
for you
I'll
right now.
decide on a different one.
Boots of False Tracks.
Ring of Mind
bam.
Shielding.
I've added it to your character sheet.
I have the
And
mind
then
shield.
And
Oh
Kazi
my
took the
gosh.
Ring of Mind Shielding.
This is so stupid. Alright.
You're gonna get the Gauntlets of Ogre power.
That's so useless.
It brings your strength up to a 19. I wouldn't.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I don't want it.
+1 on that. Andrew, can I have the?
Give me the
Yeah,
Amulet of
flowers.
Proof of against detection and location.
While wearing this amulet, you can't be targeted by divination spells or perceived through magical scrying sensors unless you allow it. Ooh, okay. There you go. I have added it to your inventory. So
No
that's
one
your
can see.
that's your 2. Ruben, you said you were calling what other one you wanted? Or what is it?
The Staff of Flowers, isn't it? It's the top one.
Staff of Flowers. You want that one?
Yeah.
All right, adding it to your character sheet. There you go. So your 2 are done. Kreth's 2 are done. Kazi's picked his uncommon item, but he still needs to pick his common, and Adrien hasn't picked yet.
You said the shrub isn't that useful.
It gives you basically a small ally.
Will I be able to use spell scrolls?
Wait, let me double check this. This might actually be funny.
That would be awesome. Just let it happen.
Awakened shrub. What's his intelligence? He has a 10 in intelligence. Okay, so it can't cast.
Ooh.
It can't use any scrolls. However, it
Aw.
can use magic items. I will allow that.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
if you want it to use yeah, it
I
can
want
use
that,
magic
yeah.
items. I believe it also can talk. So there is also that.
Oh,
Andrew, is there a limit to how many second level spells I can choose? Out of my
No,
6 prepared spells?
but you can only have 6 prepared spells, and you can only switch them out once per long rest.
Okay.
So you can choose one now, and then next time you long rest, you can choose to switch one out.
Oh, okay. I can only. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, with druid and cleric and paladin, I want to say, and with ranger, they have access to their their whole spell lists. But yeah, oh yeah, you have a lot of really cool spells now for tier 2.
Yeah.
Yep, Lesser Restoration. You got Dark Vision. You got Aid. You got Animal Messenger. Summon Beast. Ooh, wait, what is this? That's cool. Spike Growth. Silence. Protection from poison. Pass without trace. Magic Weapon. Gust of Wind. Find traps. Enhance ability. Cordon of Arrows.
Hey, Andrew. Question.
Yes.
For one of my spells, it says I need a gilded flower worth 300 plus gold pieces. Will I have to buy that gold piece or that flower, or it doesn't use it up, but I need it to cast it?
Yeah, have we discussed this? Does anybody remember if I made a ruling on this already?
You
my
said
knowledge, you're-
something.
You get the spell, you get the item that goes with it, or whatever. But I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, I will stick to that. If the item does not require, if the item is not used up, I won't require you
Yes.
to buy it.
Yes.
We
Okay,
still
perfect.
have to buy a diamond for Revivify.
Yeah, and you will have to pay for it ahead of time. So you'll have to plan for stuff like
Yeah.
Revivify, which I don't think you guys have anyway.
Oh, that's way too high level.
Revivify
Or
is
is
a
it
third
not?
level spell.
Well,
Revivify is only
I
a
don't think
third
wizards
level
can
spell.
cast it.
Oh, do you have access
No.
to that because of your subclass?
Yeah, it's
It's
one of the
cleric, druid,
spells
other figures.
I automatically get it as part of my subclass, which is nice.
Yeah, that last fight was almost like a third of the. It took you like straight to a third of the way to level 6. Not nearly as much as I was expecting. But those were some tough opponents. Adrien, you still need to choose your 2 items. And Kazi, you still need to choose your common item.
I did the after.
The Pot of Awakening, here you go.
Yeah, the Pot of Awakening. Is there a way I can upgrade it or whatever, or feed it something that'll make it stronger?
That's interesting, perhaps.
And can it level up?
No.
That's too bad.
That would be cool. I think there is actually a like third-party expansion that just straight up has like pets that you can level up. Cool.
Nice.
All right, so I'm just waiting. I just need Adrien to choose his 2 items.
Yeah, I can turn off the Christmas lights. I'm sorry. I think my mom was trying to talk to me. So, yeah, for the uncommon item, I might just end up selling it to get a jump start on a massive crafting spree. So I'm not sure it really matters, but for the uncommon item, just go with the Gauntlets of Ogre Power for now.
Here you go.
And then common... Oh no, that's uncommon. I was going to say the Core Staff of Warning would be really useful. Pot of Awakening was already taken.
Yep. Your choice is between
what
the Horn of Silent Alarm, the Hat of Vermin, the Cloak of Billowing, and the Wand of Pyrotechnics.
The Wand of Pyrotechnics could be used as a alarm spell. And if I get my little critter, Noah, we can give it to the awakened plant to let us know if something happens. If we leave it on guard duty or something.
Just imagine the plant that's weak to fire damage. Just using the Wand of Pyrotechnics.
That doesn't do any damage, though.
Yeah, it doesn't, but it's still funny.
I know. I think you should get that one. That's just my thing.
Oh, you know what session this is, actually? I did a count of my recordings here, and it is session 23. So we've been doing this for 23 sessions.
Wow.
Feels like it hasn't been
What a while.
23 weeks, so that's crazy.
No,
it
it
hasn't.
hasn't.
And it's been significantly longer than that because there's been a few times where we've taken breaks between sessions because of lack of people and this and.
So what are you taking? I think the best combo by far is the Pot of Awakening, and you guys don't have access to this right now, but I think Pot of the Shrub, Awakened Shrub, and a Wand of Fireballs.
Hey, I know. I want to get one at some point. That'll be
Isn't
so
that
cool.
a very
dude.
rare item though?
Yeah, well, I believe you have one very rare item. No, you have one rare item. Not very rare. Those are
No.
really expensive.
Parent Killer is very rare.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Parent Killer.
Please don't tell me we're trying to trade that for Wand of Fireballs now.
I think Wand of Fireball is only
That'd be
like a
awesome,
rare
dude.
item.
Really?
It might be an
What?
uncommon item, actually. Let me double check.
Wait, what?
Whoa!
No
It's
way
like-
that's only an uncommon item.
Yeah, I don't think it's an uncommon, but there are some crazy uncommon
No, there's no way.
items. Magic item list. A to Z. Wand. W. Okay, yeah, Wand of Fireballs is a rare item.
How much are rare items? 4,000?
40,000. No, 4,000.
No, 4,000.
Okay, 4,000. Okay.
40,000.
Yeah. However, you have the Arcana. However, Kazi, you have the Arcana proficiency, so you can craft them for 2,000.
Okay.
But that takes a month if you work around the clock.
Yeah, I might just do that anyway. Fun of it. And is that like one cast of Fireball?
Wands are typically 3, right?
The Wand of Fireballs has 7 charges, and it regains 1d6 plus 1 charges at dawn.
Nice.
Alright. You chose your common item, right? Or no?
I feel like I'm mostly looking between either the Wand of Pyrotechnics or the Horn of Silent Alarm. Because those two are actually useful.
Yeah, in terms of, like, common items that delve into the realm of usability, definitely Horn of Silent Alarm. Very useful for a number of applications.
Yeah. I'll probably just go for the Horn of Silent Alarm then. The Hat of Vermin, seems pretty useless unless you can eat, the frog. Or the rat.
You hold your hand, you can take 1 magic action to spend 1 charge and summon your choice of bat, rat, or frog. No, rat, bat, or frog. The summoned creature magically appears in the hat and tries to get away from you as quickly as possible.
Alright, yeah.
The creature is indifferent towards you and other creatures, and it is under your control. It behaves as an ordinary creature. If you want to make trouble at a dinner party,
Yeah.
you distract the guard by being like...
But that's what thaumaturgy and minor illusion are for.
This is how you mess with... If you got to make a mafia group, and then be like, it'd be a shame if go to a restaurant and be like, oh, it'd be a shame if the health inspector came around and found these rats in your kitchen. And the guy's, what rats? And you just summon 3 rats.
Protection money.
Hey,
You're running a protection rocket off a common magic item.
it's a nice kitchen you got here.
Okay, and then I have a few questions about tool proficiencies because I chose the crafter feat specifically for crafting wondrous items. I think I saw somewhere that requires tinker's tools?
Crafting magic items. Actually, there are a number of required tools for different types of... I am posting this in game stats. But this is what proficiencies you need for different types of items.
Okay, because... or the tool required to make the non-magical item on which the magic item is based.
Yep.
So I just don't need the tinker's tools if I have the requisite tools for actually making it. Okay. So I shouldn't actually need tinker's tools.
Nope.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. The reason I'm taking the crafter feat is so I can actually have the tool proficiencies I need to craft the magic items, which I realized technically when crafting some of the previous items haven't actually had.
I will allow that up to this point for now. I will allow that up to this point because of the fact that I wasn't aware of that role either.
Yeah. Where do boots come
But
in?
if you don't have tool proficiency and you need it, somebody can assist you if somebody has that tool proficiency.
Yeah.
It will also, any extra person that helps you, it will divide the amount of time that it takes to make a magic item. But only one person can assist you.
Yeah, and so that was my plan behind asking you if I could train proficiency, because Adrien really wants to do a really long, protracted crafting session, and actually training someone in Arcana would actually cut that time down.
Your assistant, I don't think has to be. Your assistant doesn't have to be
Oh, wait.
trained in Arcana.
Wait, they don't even have to be trained in Arcana?
I don't think so. Oh, wait, no, it says you and any assistants must have proficiency in the Arcana skill. So, my bad. What I just said was incorrect.
Okay, so they do still have to have the Arcana proficiency.
I will change that. I will make an addendum so that if you're, for example, if you're making a ring and require jeweler's tools in order to craft it, if you get a person with just jeweler's tools proficiencies, they can assist you without the Arcana skill.
And that still counts towards the time reduction?
Yes, I think that makes sense.
Okay.
But so just say you have to have the Arcana proficiency, and somebody else must have a related proficiency in order to help you.
Okay.
Wait, did we take the cart with us?
Nope.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure the cart is currently back at Ruben's cousin's shop.
Okay. Oh.
I don't think you took it with you.
No, I don't think we did. Alright, so I think I'm gonna take... What category would boots fall under? Armor?
Yes. Boots would be leatherworkers' tools.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take... Where are the tool proficiencies in the
Character sheet?
in the character sheet, but also in the book itself, so I can actually apply them to my character sheet?
So they are at the bottom beneath your skills. In the first tab, in the details tab, very down at the bottom, it says tools.
Tools, yeah, because I have proficiency in the calligraphy
And then if you switch to editing mode, you should be able to add tool proficiencies by clicking on the...
Yes. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difference between carpenters and woodcarvers' tools, wait, cobblers.
Carpentry is more for larger builds. So if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to prevent something from going through a door, like you're boarding up a door, that would be a carpentry tool proficiency roll. You would get help with your carpentry tools. Woodcarver's tools would not help you with that. So that's the situation where you would use carpentry tools. You now have 4 origin feats.
Yes. I also have all 3 spell initiate now.
Oh my goodness. What do you mean you have 3?
Yeah, I have
What do you
spell
mean you
initiate
have-
3 times now.
This is a
Hey,
build
Andrew.
that I didn't even think of. What's up?
So, you said the death guy. Actually, I should ask Joel. Did you tell us that story about the death guy?
Yeah.
So my question on
Yeah, I
that,
mentioned my crazy experience.
he told us we had to look for some information, but do we have any idea what information to look for?
Kreth shrugs. I'm not sure.
I turned to the, what's her name? What's the Dakota lady?
Catherine.
Catherine. Death said that we have to look for some information, but didn't tell us what information. Do you know what that is?
I can't be. I'm not an expert on what greater gods are thinking of. But there was something I wanted to discuss with you once you were done resting.
Alright. Can we come back to that in a minute?
Sure. And she goes back to snoozing on her throne.
Kazi is going to cast Identify on his Ring of Mind Shield.
It does not have a soul in it.
I was really hoping it had the god guy's soul on it. Is there anything that could be trapped about it or anything like that?
What do you mean exactly?
Given the
If I
history
attune to it, will it
our
cause me
party
problems?
has had with cursed items.
Curses, that kind of thing.
I'd like to point out that our record with cursed items, even with Identify, has been 0 for 2.
Horrendous.
Yep.
So,
I can assure you that none of these items are cursed. They are being held here for the marked to use in the future.
Andrew,
Yes.
How long does it take to
I-
attune?
One
Alright.
short rest,
Short
so
rest,
you
I
can
think.
do it over a long rest.
all right. So, Andrew, a question I have is for crafting boots. Would that be leatherworkers' tools or cobbler's tools?
I would say you could use either one. I think
Okay.
they're close enough that yeah,
I think I'm going to go with the leatherworkers' tools then.
they're more versatile.
There's my tool proficiencies. All right.
There are a number of tool proficiencies that are definitely more useful narrative-wise than mechanical-wise. Mechanics.
Because specifically, basically, the entire reason I did the crafting proficiency, and even to an extent, Magic Initiate this time around, was basically to craft a specific set of items.
Ah, yeah, because then you have access to those spell lists. Was that where you're looking for?
Yeah, Druid Tree, it's literally just for the Goodberry spell. Then I never have to buy food.
Oh, yeah.
And I can also just craft a wand of Goodberry for 200 gold, and then I never have to buy food again, and I can swap out the invocation at a higher level for another one. Because if I was leaning into combat, I probably would have gone with Ascendant Step.
I will warn you, you do still need a berry in order to cast Goodberry.
Wait, what?
Oh, so it gets consumed.
In this case, let's say even if the berry didn't get consumed, it would still go bad after a couple of days. So you could turn one ration equivalent, which is maybe you have a small bag of like 20 berries, and you could turn that into 20 days worth of food versus a half a day worth of food, but you would still need berries.
Ow.
So I'm gonna warn you before you craft that item. It's still very useful. If you're stranded somewhere, you only need to forage for a couple of minutes, and you got food for everyone.
No, that's not how...
Yeah.
Goodberry creates like a number of berries, right?
Materials.
10,
It needs a sprig of mistletoe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not berries, it's mistletoe. But all you would need is just to carry a little bit of mistletoe around, and you could cast a spell. You could make like a wand of Goodberry, which you just tap the wand on a sprig of mistletoe, and it'll create good berries. That's what I mean. Sorry, I was thinking that you used a berry as the material.
So it doesn't have a consumed spell.
So for Wand of Fireball, would I have to use that on Bat Guano and Sulfur every time I cast it, or no?
You could. That is a good question.
Because I think what it does, from what I remember, it gets absorbed into the item, like kind of like a spell scroll. For the spell scroll, it gets up.
With the spell scroll, it gets absorbed into the item if it's a consumed component.
I might be wrong about the Wand of Goodberry. Let me double check the crafting item rules and see if it says anything about materials.
Because, as I recall previously of the item crafting rules, the spell has to be cast at least once during the
making of it,
crafting of the item. So, if it has a consumable cost, that is consumed, and presumably when you would use the wands to cast the item, it would also take a consumed component, but with Goodberry, I would just always have to have a sprig of mistletoe on me, even if I have the wand.
Okay, I will change what I was saying earlier. I'm changing it now before. I think it makes sense that the material is incorporated into the wand, so I will say that a Wand of Goodberry will not need a sprig of mistletoe in order to use it.
Oh.
You will need it. You will need it to craft the item, the first time, but you won't need to have it like
Yeah.
on your person at all times.
I have a question though. How does the ranger? I just found out that Goodberry is also on the ranger spell list. How do rangers swap out spells? Can they do that on a short rest
They can change
or
one spell every long rest.
Oops.
long rest? Okay,
This could change how I level up. Would Kreth be willing to cast Goodberry once?
I don't have that one learned.
You don't have it learned, but if
You can switch it out on a long rest, Joel.
So I already took my long rest and switched my spell.
He's asking.
Yeah,
you to-
but-
Oh, later on.
Oh, later
at some
on.
point in the future,
What was the question again?
could you at some point in the future cast Goodberry for Adrien so he can make a wand for it? Then the party
Yeah.
never has to buy food. Okay, so you'll do that?
Yeah. Yeah,
All
we
right.
could do that. You'll have to remind Kreth if Kreth forgets.
all right.
Before
So, all right. So in that case, I'm going to reverse one of my invocation selections,
Okay.
and instead of spell initiate druid, because Goodberry was really the prime reason I was taking it now, with Act of the Tome, there's actually one of the druid cantrips I really liked. Specifically, maybe this is Starry Wisp. You launch a mote of light at one creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 radiant damage, and until the end of your next turn, it emits dim light in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the invisible condition. I should have probably had, if I'd had that one prepared, the fight would have, that could have really changed the last fight we were in.
Yeah, that would have been useful. What spell was that again?
Yeah, I'm Starry Wisp. It's a cantrip.
Oh. Getting more cantrips.
I can already get that because Act of the Tome lets me access the entire cantrip list from any class,
Yeah, they added a
but
bunch
I can
of
only hold
cantrips.
3 at a time.
They made a bunch of cantrip changes for this version of D&D that are just really good. Like,
Yeah.
cantrips do a lot more stuff now, rather than just doing damage.
Alright, so I'm going to get rid of Magic Initiate once.
I do love the just
What
sheer
actually?
book that is the Glyph of Warding spell description.
I did not take that spell, by the way.
Okay.
Hey, Andrew.
Okay, good, because then I would have to create a note page just called Places Where Kazi left a Glyph of Warding.
Yeah. How long for the summon? Would I be able to? Do I know of a way? And can I roll for this? Do I know of a way to make a awakened shrub stronger, or give it special properties by giving it special items, materials, or whatnot?
Also,
I would say that would be something you would have to research. Though you...
Okay, so I can't try to like do an Arcana check to see if it's possible, or if I know.
Actually, yeah, make a nature check, actually.
Oh, nature.
Okay, you vaguely remember there are some advanced botany classes taught at Imberfell School for Academy for Wizards. Huh?
We're going to Emberfell.
You do
That's our next
remember
destination.
that there are some ways to enhance awakened plants and living plants as well, and so that it is possible. You just have to do more research on it.
Is there anything else you guys need to do?
Everybody leveled up?
I swapped out. Okay, the one thing I was going to do is if swapping out the invocation that I did, that also changes my spell selection.
Okay.
So that's going to require a bit more time, but that doesn't have any narrative impact.
All right. So
Kazi only gets 4
yeah.
more spells.
You're choosing your spells. Is everybody ready to continue?
I think.
All right. Everybody
Yeah.
take a long rest if you haven't already.
Kazi has.
This person's back
All right.
up. Yeah, Celsie's back up to full. Catherine's back up to full. Now that everyone's rested, I have a couple of announcements. I have some bad news. And I have some disappointing news. Which do you want to hear first?
Let's take the bad news first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not realize that the shadows were going to be this bad. Never before have they invaded this realm before. And I was aware that they have been corrupting the marked for the past couple of centuries. There was never anything I could do about it, though. I'm basically a grunt, just supposed to be in charge of a trial that nobody ever comes to because all of the marked are being corrupted by shadows, by servants of Tereth. But they're getting more powerful, and I need you all to stop them.
How much time do we have?
I don't know.
Shadows?
I don't think it's a matter of time. It's not. The servants of Tereth have been working to return his strength back to what it was before the war for centuries now, and no doubt it's going to take centuries more for that to happen. Instead, what I need you all to do is to stop the marked from being corrupted. Once we can do that, we can begin to turn this greater war into our favor.
How do we stop them
How
from
do we
being
do
corrupt?
that?
There is a place where the unborn come into this world. You need to find it.
What?
Wait, the unborn come into this world?
This is what I forgot you all. I forgot you all weren't part of the unborn are the shadows, though most of the ones that you fought here are unformed. Once they get a host, they become a lot more cognizant. They are the unborn. To put it lightly, these shadows are the souls, the people that would be here if you guys weren't here. The unborn are the people that Tereth would place into the world once he is able to wipe everyone else, all of creation, away and start again, like they did eons ago. So they are the unborn.
Well, that's an interesting spin on things. But you said we don't really have that big of a time limit on this. Just keep whacking them.
It's
and find
rather
them?
more of the longer that you wait, the more marked are corrupted. It's every couple of years a new group of are marked, and there's a very low survival rate. I'm surprised your whole group survived. I guess not your whole group. They normally do. Normally it's 6 at a time. So you guys either got extraordinarily lucky or you're extraordinarily talented. Regardless, you need to find where the unborn are coming into this world and close it. It's going to look like a big portal or rift. I think I saw the description of one back during the old war when Merath was still alive. That leads to the disappointing news. And she turns to where the part of Merath that had been killed earlier, a couple of hours ago. There's still some essence left, but it is slowly but surely fading. Like a cloud that's getting more and more diffuse. Huh?
Can we collect this essence?
Probably
not even with the ring of mind
thing
protection.
Is that there was another reward for completing this trial that can no longer be awarded to you guys.
I knew it!
You were going to receive a boon from Merath. That's what the Empyrean was here for. That's why Merath left a part of himself here, was to be able to bless his warriors before they returned back to the material plane. Unfortunately, that can't happen now.
What would that have been?
The good news is that if you find another Empyrean, I don't know if there are any out there still alive, but if you find one, they would be able to bless you. They would know that you completed the trial and didn't receive a boon.
Do we know
That's relief, at least.
what would the boon have been?
I guess I can't explain it in dialogue to make it not, like, clunky, but effectively, you would have been given an extra feat to use. So you could choose an extra feat. Whether it be divinely suddenly able to know things, such as proficiencies, to a number of abilities and that sort of thing. So
I don't suppose it would work on an epic boon.
The greater powers that the strongest of warriors in the material plane get, that's actually. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. And she thinks for a second. There's not going to be an Empyrean in the greater trial, but there might be something more powerful that could also give you the boon. Once you receive enough power to reach your next limit, that is when you can take the greater trial, the greater gauntlet. That's going to be a lot tougher than this one, but no doubt you'll be able to handle it since you'll have plenty of time to train and gain strength until then.
Yeah.
But
what
you will receive
out of
a
character.
greater boon for that trial as a reward.
Out of character, though, do we know what level that would be, or would that be like level 20?
And most likely.
That would be actually the greater gauntlet will be level 15. So if you guys do make it that far, I'm not sure if the campaign would last that long, would take that long to complete, but if you guys do make it that far, there will be a greater trial that will get you an extra greater boon.
Like epic boon?
Yeah, epic boon I meant.
Those don't come until level 17.
Yep, you will be a bit more powerful than a usual level 15 character.
Oh. Wait, that means I don't have to worry about losing an epic boon from multi-classing.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Because the epic boons are really cool, but I also really want automatic cantrip damage, considering how much I'm orienting my character around a cantrip.
Okay, so before you are released back to the material plane, do you have any questions? Any concerns? Don't list too many concerns. I'm not sure if I can take it today.
How does time flow here versus when the moment we entered Limbo? Does no time pass once we leave and re-enter the material plane?
Ooh, I know this one. Somebody really smart told me this a long time ago. How long ago was it now? Okay, it's about 400 to 1 is the ratio. Somewhere around that. So for every 1 second that passes in the plane, of the material plane, 400 seconds pass here. Give or take.
So basically, a few minutes will have passed.
Yes.
That's it.
It is the realm of dreams. A lot of things can happen in a very short amount of time in Limbo.
How he turns to Celsi Weaver. Or wait, is Celsi Weaver the cleric?
Yeah.
What's the snake lady name?
Catherine.
Catherine. We'll start with a C. So Kazi turns to Catherine. Do you know much about awakened shrubs?
Do I look like I'm an expert on plants?
No, but you had this item for a while. I was wondering if you knew.
She kind of looks. She looks like almost like genuinely upset for a moment. It's kind of hard to tell on a snake head, but she's like, those items only ever appear whenever somebody completes the gauntlet.
Oh, okay.
I actually didn't know what they would be until they appeared. I knew what they would be. I've seen the gauntlet being passed before, but that was a long time ago.
Good to know. Thank you.
So I have a question out of game about the mechanics of the levitate spell, but that can wait a bit.
Okay. Okay, so I wish I could give you more than what I've already given you, but I'm afraid I am restricted in what I can do here, and also because of the fact that I'm the guardian for the trial for this gauntlet. So I have rules I must follow. But I've given all unborn go through this rift. So they must know where it is because they were there when they entered this world. So maybe try capturing one and interrogating it. That usually doesn't go well, but it's worth a shot. All right,
Would Emberfell know?
Emberfell. Why would he know?
College of Wizards.
It's a college now? He made a college?
Yes.
Whoa.
ISM.
So, of course, see invisibility is a second level spell that I could have. Wait, no, is that saving on the Warlock? No, it's not on the Warlock list. It's not on the Warlock list. See invisibility is a second level spell.
All
So
right.
technically, Kazi could have had that one. Sorry. The number of things
You
realizing
realize
now.
that we sold. Hang on. We sold that item that could have let us see them.
Wait, what?
We did.
Oh, those lanterns.
Yep.
Wait, what? Oh,
Kazi knew about it. He just didn't care at the time.
was that an uncommon item?
Yeah, that was.
Okay. We can craft it. We can craft it.
I crap it. Just buy it.
It's half cost.
You know.
All right, with our business concluded, congratulations on completing the trial of Merath, and good luck. You're gonna need it. And with that, you begin to feel the dream ending, and you are zipped from the realm of limbo, and you open your eyes back in the rented room in the village of Shadowfell, the Shadowfell village.
So, I do have another question. So, do we know if those shadows speak a language?
They were speaking in common when they were shouting traitor.
Okay. So I wouldn't need the tongue spell to actually interrogate them.
Nope.
Hey, it's only a third level spell.
You guys are back in the Rusted Skeleton.
Kazi turns to Celsi Weaver. Will you be traveling with us, or will you be walking your own path?
It depends. What is the plan?
Well, as he says, leaning back, my plan is to go to Emberfell to see if we can uncover some research. And I can ask some of my superiors at the college, see if they know anything about these weird shadows, and see if they know where they're coming from. Because if anyone knows about a weird portal, the college does.
I have an uncle.
There is a
sorry.
problem with me coming along, which is specifically in Emberfell. They have a deal with my old church about they're more closely related to my church. If I show up there and am recognized, no doubt they will report my existence there to my church.
Wouldn't be a problem if it shouldn't be a problem if we showed up, because they don't know we're marked.
True. So I guess I could come along with you to White Wall, but showing up in Emberfell, it's possible I will be recognized.
Maybe it would be best.
Or do you want to travel your own way to see if you can find out information from your own set of contacts?
It depends on. So far, you've shown more competence than I. My expertise lies in researching things, and in doing my priestly duties. Whatever you say I should do, I'll do it.
I have. Wait, does she have the Arcana proficiency?
Let me double check here. Or you just jump back over to Limbo 2. She shakes her head. She does not have the Arcana proficiency.
No. That would have been cool if she did, but
Do you have Revivify?
I do now.
So we know she was at least level 5 before the fight, because she had third level spells.
Wait, hang on. Are you asking her in-game or out-of-game?
No, out of game because
Okay.
we
So
unless
she did level up from that event, which gave her some extra spells, and so now she has. Now she didn't have Revivify prepared during the fight.
but she does now.
Yes.
Okay. Seems to be one of the spells I have now as well. So 2 people in party with the Revivify spell could prove useful. All right. My plan would also likely be to head to Emberfell as well, as I have an uncle who teaches. I have an uncle who's a professor there. I wonder if you could make it to his estate. Do I know if my uncle would be able to help conceal her presence a bit, like so she doesn't get caught by her church, and she could help us with research, or help Kazi with research?
You're not sure whether he would be willing to help out with hiding somebody who is technically a wanted criminal or a wanted woman, but you do know he would have the spells to do it. Illusion
So
spells
approaching.
are common enough in Emberfell that nobody would bat an eye.
Hang on. Could we create a quick, what's it called? Before we go in, I have, shoot, what's the name of the spell? Let me double check that.
Is it disguise self?
Yeah, I have Disguise Self. Could we make a magic item that does that?
Yeah, you could.
Oh yeah, in theory, yeah, we could craft. Kazi and Adrien could work together and craft that in, because that'd be uncommon. So that would only take us a few days.
I vote we do that.
Granted, it would still cost 200 gold. That could
Fine.
work. Actually, Alter Self. It's a 2nd level spell? Yeah. Yeah, it's a 2nd level spell. That's on Sorcerer and Wizard. But yeah, because you don't have Alter Self, but you have Disguise Self.
Yes.
Okay, because Alter Self would be harder to detect, so that's why. But yeah, if we have Disguise Self, we can work with that. So that could work. If Kazi and Adrien work on that together, that's both during the day and in the evenings. That would be brought down from a total of 10 to 3.5, 4 days.
Oh, also, I nearly forgot, for completing the gauntlet, you guys all get 500 XP.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
So we're up like 2,600 XP from that fight.
So yeah, make sure to take note of that. Joel, you take note of that?
Do the XP?
Yep. Okay, yep, you got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
We
Sure.
we still need another like 4,860 XP, but
No
who knows
doubt.
how long that's going to take.
No doubt you'll have your opportunities to gain that XP.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
So, as for people joining the party, having one ally with you in your party won't split up your XP at all. However, any more than one extra party member and the XP will start getting split up.
Okay.
Between...
Does she level up as we do?
Yes. She actually, I need to make a sheet for her. If you guys want her in the party, I will make a sheet for her.
Yeah, I think
we
we
are
were.
using Disguise Self to sneak her into Emberfell. No, actually, what's the duration on Disguise Self?
I think it's an hour.
Yep, it is 1 hour.
Okay, so with a wand of Disguise Self, that's only 3 hours of coverage, but so she'd still have to be careful, but because even if we
don't forget to roll on your roll 1d4 for your blade.
Watch me roll a 1 again.
Oh, you got it back.
Oh, I did.
Yep.
Oh yeah, sweet. Because I wasn't actually looking at the chat when I rolled that. I just rolled the die. So, Parent Killer.
Also, I still have the rusted short sword in my inventory for some reason, so I'll just remove that.
Okay.
So is there a marking that I have? No, I don't have that in my... So yeah, we just have to remember that we actually have that back now. Warlock, prepared spells...
All right. So what is your
So-
guys' plan now that
Yeah.
you're back in the?
Our plan, first off, we have to make the... I don't know, let's call it the Mask of Disguise. At the flavored wand of disguise and causing Adrien.
The first thing we are doing is buying health potions.
All right. Yep. There are health potions for sale. So there are there is a general store. The general store has a couple of health potions. He has a crate of lesser health potions and 2 medium if you wish to purchase those.
In theory, I could have taken the alchemists.
Can you say that
I could
again?
have taken that as one. Who, me
Andrew.
or Andrew?
Andrew.
He has as many lesser health potions as you would like to purchase, and 2 medium ones. Let me.
What's the difference?
If I can find potion. Oh, it's potion of health. That's why. I'm looking for health potion. So of course it's not going to be an H. Potion of healing, to be specific. So there's potion of healing, which heals 2d4 plus 2 hit points, and there's a potion of healing greater, which is 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
What's the price difference?
The greater healing potion will cost 100 gold pieces. The potion of healing costs 50 gold pieces.
Actually, wait. Yeah, for you guys, that's probably better, but for...
Kazi will take a greater and 2 normal. So
All
200
right.
First level
gold.
spell scrolls...
Mark off 200 gold pieces, and I'll add it to your inventory.
Thank you.
There
Yeah,
you
like,
go.
For
And
me...
a greater healing potion.
Wait, no, that's still... Spell scroll... For her, she has healing word, right?
Yes, she is healing word.
Does she have the calligraphy tools required to craft spell scrolls, though?
Kazi is also going to go into the ring.
I've yet to make her full character sheet, so I am not entirely sure if she has that.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Because technically for me, I could just craft... Oh, this is the spell scroll costs in game stats. That's the crafting cost, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I could craft a level 1 spell scroll for 25 gold, so I don't have healing word, though.
Andrew.
Double check buying and selling here. Where are the cost of spell scrolls? Oh, here we go. So a level 1 spell scroll, yeah, it will cost 25 gold pieces and a day to make.
Yeah.
What was your question,
I should
Kazi?
How much does... What other potions? The potion seller?
Excellent question. This guy is currently selling a number of potions. An amount of potions that I'm definitely not currently stalling to open up the Dungeon Master's Guide.
He doesn't have a potion of swiftness on hand, does he? Well, that's very rare, so we couldn't afford it. But
He's got, yeah, it's just a general store, so he's not gonna have anything above uncommon.
yeah,
He has a potion of resistance to fire, which costs 200 gold pieces. A potion
Anything else?
and
Is that
3 potions of water breathing.
How much does that cost, the water breathing?
Water breathing is also 200 gold pieces. It allows you to breathe underwater for 24 hours.
there's also an artifact, I
pass.
think, that may have done that. Or maybe it just gave us swim speed, but...
More useful probably in the oceanic regions.
Wait, will we walk into one? If we enter into a new zone, will you make us fall into the water?
You would... Most likely there's going to be a beach before you fall into the water. You wouldn't just fall right in. That would be funny, though.
Yeah, I can see you making us do that. Okay, So are we ready to travel? Or wait, no, we're making the thing
Yeah.
for real quick.
But that would take 3 days. Who's putting in what gold into that project?
So we're making the thing for Celsi Weaver.
Yeah.
How much gold do we have? How much gold do you have, Noah?
1,200. Yeah, 1,224 gold, and then 17 silver, 26 copper, and then 1 platinum.
Okay. I think you're gonna have to input the most gold to this.
Yeah, so we can't just both put in 100 gold.
Here's the thing, Noah. How many? We use a lot more spell scrolls in our fights. So I need my money for that. You have the
Well,
most.
I also the amount of gold I have is nothing compared to what I need.
We can all say that. Noah.
Yeah.
Legitimately, we can all say that.
Yeah, so I'll put in 100 gold, and if the rest of you can come up with the rest, then fine. Because it shouldn't just be Adrien and Kazi who put up the money.
You guys want to put up some money?
What are we putting on money for?
What did
I can
you say,
really only
Ruben?
do. I only have 107 gold in total.
So,
I need to buy equipment.
Ruben's putting 25 forward. Are you putting anything forward, Kreth?
What is it for again? I didn't hear
The
response.
We are crafting a mask of disguise for Celsi Weaver so she can sneak into Emberfell and help us with research.
Okay, how
Wait,
much
why
are we all
mask?
splitting it?
How about Ring of Disguise?
What?
Ring of Disguise. That's less obvious than
No.
a mask.
No. How uncommon would wearing a mask be in a city like Emberfell, Andrew?
Not crazy. Also, Emberfell's not a city. It's a university for wizards. So masked people is not. It's not against the rules, and it's also not uncommon.
Okay. So mask. That wouldn't be too bad then. A mask.
So mask wouldn't be too bad, but it's also so it wouldn't make her like stand out exceptionally much. Would it?
No.
Okay, so yeah, mask is fine. Unless we do hat of disguise, because we've had that.
No. No hat of disguise. I think mask will work better. We ask Celsi, which would you prefer, a hat or a mask?
A hat.
Okay, we'll make a hat of
Okay,
disguise for her.
Hat of disguise it is. Were you willing to put up any gold?
Yeah, how much are we splitting it?
We need to.
There's 75
raise-
remaining. You want to split 75 with me?
How much total
You do
is
40,
it?
I'll do 30.
It's 200 gold total because crafting an uncommon item is 200 gold.
Okay. So we all do 50 or what?
I would maybe prefer if we all did 50, but because Ruben's only putting in 25 because he's rather low on gold because he got his armor.
We both put 50 in it, and Adrien does 75.
Okay, that works.
Let's do that.
Oops. So how did okay, I see. I did the math.
Kazi is putting 50 forward.
All right.
So 50 Kazi, 50 Kreth, 75 Adrien, 25 Ruben.
Yes. All right. So how long does that take us to make, Andrew? I'm not on my crafting item.
So I think I actually do know the answer to this. So it's, I believe, 10 days to craft an uncommon item, and then Andrew's previously stated that you can spend a long rest to cut an additional half day off of item crafting, which effectively, so between Kazi and Kazi and Adrien, we can craft 3 days per day. So it should take us 3.5 days ish, give or take, to craft an uncommon item if we work together.
Does Kreth have like Arcana proficiency or something to help?
No, sorry. I misspoke.
Kazi.
I meant Adrien and Kazi.
Okay.
Because we both have Arcana proficiency, although Kazi has expertise.
Okay. Silsey Weaver does have Calligrapher's proficiency. So she can make spell scrolls.
Okay, so, yeah. Because spell scroll is either calligraphy or Arcana. I just happen to have both. Alright, so I will take off 75 gold then.
Yep, mark off the required gold, and then if you guys want to stay in this village for 3 more days, you may. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
And then do we want to craft the,
What?
can we start crafting on the druid item now? Or,
Yes.
like, during that? Okay.
Yeah, you can
So
start
can I
crafting
just-
on it now. So how long, okay, wait, where is it? You made uncommon items.
Hang on,
You
what
made it,
druid
you
item
made
are
it
we talking
in, you made it in 3.5 days, and you paid the full 200 GP total?
Yeah.
200
Yes.
gold pieces, alright.
That was for the head of disguise.
I will add it to
And then-
our item list.
Could I, with a day's work, complete the portion of item crafting for the Goodberry item? Could I complete that the part that requires the spell to be cast in a day?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then that would be 20 gold.
All right. Yep. Mark off that and maybe make it note somewhere that you worked on you started work on the next magic item. I would
All right,
suggest just writing it down in biography. You just make a note there. All right. So with that, what do you guys? So you're staying in the village for several days. It is a quiet village. A good half the reason why is that like half of the inhabitants are undead, shambling zombies that are just they're just stumbling around town, not really reacting to anything, not really responding to anything.
Okay. So after they craft the item for Celsi, Kazi is going to walk up to one of the zombies and say, "Hey, Mr. Tree God of this place, question for you. Since you're a magical tree god, I have this pot that makes a magical plant. Can I make it powerful? And if so, how do I do that?"
It takes a moment, and the zombie seems to straighten up a little bit. It
So, Mr. Tree God,
is
Kazi
not
gives a slight bow to it.
in my nature to grow things.
And yet you're a plant. Or inhabit one.
The undead looks over at the large tree that's towering above everything. Unlike most of the other trees in this place, that even though it is a cold region, most of the trees still have their leaves. This is the only one that doesn't. I do not grow.
What did you once?
It is nature that gods do not change. Or, if a god does change, it is not the same. I was formed as the undead tree, and that is what I've always been.
Thank you for your wisdom, Kazi says. I shall leave you be.
The
And
undead
he goes off looking for him.
The undead just start stumbling around again.
Honestly, Kazi wasn't expecting your response.
I was honestly half expecting a confused look.
Kazi's gonna go looking for a library.
Make a perception check. Just looking around the village.
Performance. 21. Nat 20.
After some look around, in between your sessions of working on these magic items, you take a walk around the really ramshackle village, this tightly packed collection of wooden buildings, and you stumble upon in one of your searches a set, a sort of, maybe not a library, but definitely a study. It is old, ancient, run down, and some places the roof like isn't quite intact anymore, and water has ruined a good, probably like an entire bookshelf of one of the couple of bookshelves in this study. And you find some old, dusty books. But you also find a couple of scrolls
Ooh, what type of scrolls?
inside of a metal box, not locked, just kept in safekeeping. You find a couple of necromancy scrolls. Let me grab.
Like spell scrolls?
Yeah, spell scrolls.
Neat.
They've
We'll
been
take-
there for who knows how long.
Does Kazi find any information on magical plants? Undead plants, maybe?
Here we go, create scroll. Unfortunately, no. This study seems to be of some ancient necromancer that maybe wasn't even very successful in their own craft, seeing as how they had a pretty mediocre study. But yes, you find a scroll of undead, the scroll of animate dead, and also
Level 3.
yes. Let me see if I can find the other one real quick. And also, you find a scroll of raised dead in this ancient metal box. Since you did get really high on that perception check.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
So, if I take some of this free time, could I begin training Ruben in Arcana?
Yeah, you could do that.
How much, if we're staying here for 4 days, how much time could I actually put into that, given what I'm crafting? Or can the crafting process of uncommon items be considered part of Arcana training?
It would have to be it would have to be its own thing, and it would take 30 days of continuous training to become trained in such a skill.
Oh,
But you could do it.
continuous.
Andrew,
Yes.
can Kazi use the spell scroll Raise Dead on the Empyrean that died?
Unfortunately, no, because it's in the plane of limbo.
Can we go back there?
You take a look at the gauntlet. You still have the physical gauntlet of Merath, but it is currently inert, and it doesn't do anything. It is still clearly a magic item.
Okay.
But you unfortunately cannot go back.